Everyone, this is Gamer, and I'll be returning to Roguetech. So give me a quick moment to get everything set up on Discord, and we'll go from there. Let's see, there's also some things I need to read. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm more of a reactive mode. Whoa, someone actually did a mission here? Someone really wants that system back. Like, an unnatural amount. Yeah, we have a lot of systems to fortify. The heck? Okay, there it is. But who is trying to take the Coleman? So weird. And they also chipped away at Eurus, but that was theirs to begin with, so I'm not gonna challenge them. This was abandoned, so I have no problem with that. Being under our control. Let's maybe do one mission. Like it's so weird for some players. They're like, I have to take this system or else, right? There's no and ifs or buts. They're like, this is mine, I'm gonna take it, and there's nothing you could do about it. Let's just do a quick battle, I guess. Quickish battle. Quickish battle. Just trying to. I mean, this system was at 100. It was at 160 something. But they're actually actively working on it, which is like, wow. There's definitely 3 groups on here. Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, I keep it because it's directorate systems. I should be doing what I can to protect it. But yeah, otherwise. Like, I'm not really invading any, what do you call it? Davian space. The IVES is actually annoying me, so I'm like, yeah. If they annoy me too much, I might actually start attacking their systems. I hope it doesn't get that way, but you know, sometimes you don't always get a choice. I love how in theory you could drop into the defense. I think this is shallow. At least I think it's obvious what's shallow and what's deep. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Because this looks deeper, this looks a bit shallower. Maybe close enough. I just don't know if they have reinforcements. Oh, come on. Oh, rear armor too, because we're facing... Wait, what? Why are you facing backwards? Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, 2 of them are... Wait, 3. 3 of them are facing backwards for whatever reason. doesn't.
Armor.
So weird.
On the armor, buddy.
Heavy damage.
Sometimes I really don't get how it quite works with these deployments.
We are holding ourselves.
Right? There's three of them, like facing away from the enemy, and the rest of them facing the enemy. So like, what?
Good to go.
And it's a good thing there wasn't more, otherwise, if all of those were concentrated, yeah, that would have been it for the mech. Doesn't have that much rear armor to begin with.
Firing a full salvo.
And not getting very lucky with these. Also, I haven't seen the rest of them. Huh. Interesting. Finally. It's only a matter of time. Right? If you fire enough shots, you are going to make it work. They like the Salamander, Annihilator. Don't know why they were facing the wrong way. Where are the enemies? Okay. Now that their front is facing the enemy, I feel a bit more comfortable. Right arm. Oh, aren't you lucky?
Heavy damage. Primitive.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm in. Oh, I can see all of them now because sensors are working. Like huzzah! Sensors are actually working. Oh, the lament hasn't went yet? Really? Okay, I'm actually losing a fair bit of armor.
Heavy fire.
What the heck?
Nice. That hit hard. Good to go.
Oh, I took out the arm? Guess so. Conquistador.
Alpha strike.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always
Let's do it the lament. Or miss horribly. That's also perfectly fine because I mean, it's not like I have limited free time, so I could be here all night. No.
Target neutralized.
Standing by.
Okay, Salamander. Go for the head, maybe?
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
I was gonna say, are you gonna hit anything
You got decapitated.
with that railgun?
I'm drinking wine.
It's kind of hard to miss with the other one.
Ways, you know.
Aye, aye.
Still some ways away from overheating. But
Firing
But
on.
maybe if it moves forward and attack, it will overheat. I would prefer not, but yeah, it's okay, it's kind of spread out, that's fine.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Taking way too long for
Connection
this.
on that one.
Way too long.
All weapons, go.
Good. Got rid of that. Ideally the first mission when you don't have cooldown is like as short as possible, but that's sadly not always possible, unfortunately. But yeah, for whatever reason there are always some players who are like dead focused on certain systems. I guess it might be part of their role play. It's just a little annoying to deal with. That's all. It's like, oh, come on. It's like, really? Do you really need to spend that much time? Oh, alright, fine. You do your role playing. It's not like I'm on the other side. It's like, you could be doing your role playing with a system that doesn't belong to my faction, and I couldn't care less. You could annoy other people for all I care. But yeah, of course you have to come over and be like, Oh look, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, just a little annoying. Yeah, Word Blake and Orients are in a fierce fight. At this point, I don't know who's right, who's wrong. And honestly, at this point, I'm like, wait, 129. Is the other player on? There's no way I could get to 175 alone because there's a cap. Okay, let's go to Blinda. Blinda. Where's the Blinda? Oh yeah, look, I'm at 700,000. 700,000. Alright. That's the time. I did it? Alright, because yeah, there might be some border skirmishes with IVS. That's it. Probably not gonna be too invested. I still need to fortify, like, I mean, right now we have 66 systems. like one of them I wouldn't fight over with Davian, so oh yeah, oh okay, I know what that's is. That's the abandoned one that was recently taken. Oh god, this is yeah, the UI does some weird things from time to time. Alright, battle, lunar. Let's not go full. Lunar, things could go wrong. Potentially. I hope not. So, and I do know IVS has a heavy hitter. Maybe it doesn't play as often, but hits pretty hard. So that might. That's one of the reasons why I'm hesitant. I mean, if they also have like 4 players, so 4v. I say 1.5 because I'm not really coordinating with I'm not really coordinating with the rogue. But the rogue has been, I don't know. I mean, this rogue has been causing a lot less problems lately. This rogue has been fortifying systems. It's been nice. I don't even know if this rogue watches me or not. Probably not. Who the heck watches me? I mean, just look at my viewers. They don't come back. Maybe someday. It's okay. I need to get better. I don't blame them. Honestly, they have better things to do. They have better things to do. So far from my understanding, I'm the only one on Discord. There's a rogue who causes a little bit of headache, but mostly helps. So I don't mind this rogue. I mean, the little bit of headache is like overshadowed by the assistance I've gotten, so I have no problem with that. There's another rogue that might be very casual, so it doesn't play as much. I haven't seen that person on. And then we have this 4th person who tried to destroy Directorate. I hope he doesn't come back. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like his actions is definitely something I tend to frown upon, because so let me just summarize it. This person was the first to ally the directorate in the Discord, and then started saying, "Hey, can you deploy annex?" and then leaves.
Like in the brochure.
You know, I understand there's pressure. I feel pressure. we're surrounded by a lot of neighbors. Could potentially
Damage on that hit.
be threatening.
Laugh at your back.
But yeah, the main thing is, yes, it's normal to feel pressure. It's normal to be like, oh shoot, I'm only here. But I mean,
Internal damage.
directorate hasn't been around for that long, honestly. Directorate has been a check. There was actually an event that actually, let me check how much damage they do. But there was actually an event. Might as well read it, because I'm definitely not gonna flip it back in the future. Only if I could find it. Over here. Okay, so this was 12th. So like literally, well, 8 days ago. So it says, IN reports a hostile force has taken over a large swath of Davian space. The invaders have identified themselves the Oregon Directorate, and their leader states they are the true government of the Oregon people and that they will wage war on the false restoration government. Oh, we don't have enough, so. In-game effects, the Oregon Directorate has shown up and are looking to retake their homeland. They are seeking all mercenaries and companies willing to join their cause. You can play as them. They are a normal faction. So that last bit is important because sometimes you get event factions that join, like Society, Republic of the other one. So the idea is that, you know, before events might spawn, factions that are purely there for people to farm, right? They, like for example, Society was spawned so they can provide you with good loot. Nobody's gonna complain about that. But you can't play as them, right? So this is very interesting indeed. A very important thing to note. Let's do Artemis.
I will be done.
And this came as a surprise. So it's like 1 week. You know, nobody was quite ready for it. I wasn't planning. I'll be honest. I wasn't planning on joining the Directorate. But after seeing that player kind of, you know, saying, "Hey, can you Diplo annex this?" It just gives me a bad feel because, you know, gave me the lead dev for the online map. He went through the work of making it possible, and then it's like you just have someone who comes in and be like, "Hey, why don't you just take over? Take our territory. Have fun." Like, really? Come on. And what's frustrating is that there are lots of great people who are willing to give you a hand to be like, "Hey, this is how you should do it," and that and this, right? Like all that person had to do is ask, and honestly, there'll be enough. And the community is generally nice enough that for a faction this small, they generally don't bully you. They won't be like, "Oh look, we're gonna wipe you out." I mean, not yet. For that to happen, your faction has to be long enough that you will create enemies. Right now, I mean, Directorate is also weird in a couple ways, because when you look at the lore, like, okay, since I have to wait for some time, 4 minutes to be exact. Directorate is weird in that, like, the Oregon Coalition already has very little lore. From what I gathered, the Oregon uh, coalition, restoration, directorate. People only know about it because of the vanilla campaign, right? Otherwise, very little is known about it. Like if you check Sarna, they'll even say that. I mean, might as well read it because what am I going to do? Oregon Coalition. Like if you go to Sarna, it literally says for most of its existence, the Oregon Coalition kept a low profile and was ignored as a state to the point of being omitted from most contemporary star maps. Right? That just tells you that there's already very little known about the Oregon Coalition. And then if it weren't for the campaign in vanilla Battletech, I think even fewer people will even know Directorate exists. They're like, what the heck is a Directorate? So, and of course, with the campaign, there has to be the good side and there has to be the evil side. And Restoration is considered the good side, Directorate is considered the bad side, right? It's much like the Capillans, right? Capillans tend to have the reputation of being the bad guy. I don't know enough of the lore, but from what I hear, yeah, they are normally associated with that. And because of that, fewer people want to play as Capillans. And I think that is also the case with Directorate, even though so little is known because there isn't much, right? Like, you already have very little known about the Coalition, and then you have the Civil War that, honestly, I don't think it lasted very long when you think about it. It doesn't even specify how long that Civil War lasted. So 3025, after 3 years of hiding, Lady Camilla, and then wait, let me check. How long was the Oregon Civil War? It's not that long, honestly. I don't know if there's a. It didn't feel very long. It felt very short. But that's just. I mean, the campaign doesn't take that long, so that's probably why it feels very short. All right, let's first finish this.
Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
Oh, there's also reinforcements. Got it. I mean, I don't know where they're gonna come from. This tells you that it's important to read the briefing. Unless they're already here and. Alright. I should definitely read the briefing. But it's okay, I mean, it's. Thankfully, we're not at war, so a lot of it's just. Let's get these things done. I don't know why I moved the other artillery annihilator in. Fafner, Banshee. Wait, sorry, a Nano? Well, Vulture.
Sorry. He's been trying to get us killed ever since we landed.
They all have pretty high initiative, that's the problem.
Crazy.
But they'll have zero initiative if you eliminate them, so I'm fine with that.
This sector is so screwed up, nobody knows where the lines are, where our lines are. I got through with no problem at all. Now.
I hope they'll target my allies, because that's the whole point why I have allies. Father. They will take necessary hits. Because why else are they there?
Commander?
Oh yeah, earlier today I actually used the tandem against vehicle. Ooh, it felt pretty good. Give me a moment. I need to open a bit of the window, or I'm like, wait, did that attack me? I actually don't know. I was looking away.
Roger that.
Okay, maybe I should have been cooking the Fafnir. Maybe.
Knowledge. Ready for orders.
Can we hit it?
Lots of... Critical hit.
Improved RL 20.
Confirmed.
Okay, good. I'm like, it's not facing towards me, so. Actually, do they attack?
Everything
Do they
I've got.
drop? It's. Sometimes they do. I never quite understood it.
Aye aye.
Let's bully the Fafnir. I also don't know how some of the flames like stay lit for the next round. Like I can understand briefly the flames being there, but yeah. Oh, so many crits. This is Anubis. Okay, that wasn't very nice, my friend. That wasn't very nice at all.
The mother beautiful bridge.
Can we take out the Fafnir first? Nope.
Could probably use some armor.
Or just remove bits and pieces from it until there's nothing left. Let's take out an arm here. Let's take out a leg there. And then that torso. You know, just stuff.
Orders. Taking the shot.
Life support destroyed. What? I hit the legs. How do you hit the life support when you're hitting the legs? I don't even know.
Firing at
Oh, okay, I see. I've also no wait.
enemy
In the
down.
head, right? I'm a little confused how I managed to hit that. Weird. That is indeed weird. Oh well. Life goes on. Life goes on. Alas. Yeah, I still don't know what happened. Oh, the crit is something? Maybe. Let's just get Vulture. Vulture is that engine. I'm like, there's not a single engine that survived. Like, wow. Okay. Let's go for Marauder. I mean, it's so random what makes it to my black market that honestly I'm like, just take whatever. And then if it works, great. If it doesn't, oh well. And the biggest question is like, how long is this going? How long this season is gonna last? It's a mini season, right? It's already 20 days apparently. I didn't feel like it. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, you know, the Civil War wasn't very long, but the director has such a short history that honestly, you know, just basing it on, I mean, it had one director, Espinosa, and that's it. Like, he was director, and then he was overthrown, and GG. GG, that's it. There's not much else. So the point I'm trying to make, I'm going all over the place. I mean, for those who watch me often, which I don't know if there's anyone that does that, I'd be very shocked. But for anyone who watches me enough, I'll go off tangent a fair bit. It's sadly a flaw of mine. Oh, I guess. Okay, so there was some, I think, credit. Let's just look in the other screen, just to make sure. So they had tandem? Earlier, I did hear, one of them saying, oh, that went internal. Martian's gonna be scary because, well, depends on if I know the map or not. Otherwise, it might be a nasty surprise, for sure. So, yeah, no, back to the point. I know I keep going off a tangent and then be like, wait, no, let's finish this. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is that Directorate has a very short history, right? Yes, the campaign painted them as a villain, but honestly, you can't judge an entire faction, especially now that they're going to be playable. They were originally going to be playable season 2, but yeah, this was a surprise. But yeah, no, it's, I mean, the reason why I took up the mantle, I think that's the right term, right phrase, being the leader of the Directorate is I want to shape the future of Directorate, right? History, the campaign has painted it as this villainous, autocratic, some may say fascist. Command interface initiated. I'm not gonna get banned from for saying that, right? Okay, but you get the idea, right? It's an autocratic power that is has done its things. I mean, they have definitely according to the story share similarities to World War II Germany, right, with the
what kind of place is this?
with the camp, the the location where we found Montgomery.
We are holding ourselves in reserve.
And like the things done by the Directorate were definitely seen as inhumane, monstrous. You get the idea. So I personally don't think that's a fair assessment of who they are. Like, let's face it. Every single, using our history as an example. Every single nation, country have their dirty laundry. None of them are like innocent, like, oh look, we haven't done anything wrong at all, right? Like every single one has done something bad. For instance, USA. They have committed war crimes during the Second World War. Now, because they're the victors, they are largely safe from prosecution, right? Because when you're the victor,
Ready.
you could get away with a lot more stuff. That's just how it works, right? You're the victor, you write the history,
Turret is gone. Orders.
but that doesn't make their crimes any less horrendous.
All weapons are go.
And there are probably other things that we don't know of.
Like opposite. Oh man. Don't hit me with. You could probably.
And then for countries that have a longer history, right? For example,
I'm under heavy fire. I can't take much more of this.
can I remember things and play at the same time? My brain is not very wieldy right now.
Like no chance.
But yeah,
man.
something
One
like
of them's in the river and the other one's on the other side, bro.
This sector is so screwed up,
UK.
nobody knows where the lines are. Where all the lines
They
are. I got
had
through with no
their,
problem.
what was it called? What was that? Opium War, right? They're selling opium to
I am the wind.
China, and then China is like, this is bad for us, we don't want it. And then they're like, well,
Moving to position.
we're gonna force you to war, right?
I hear ya.
That's a black mark.
Uh-huh.
If anyone tries to defend that, I'm like, you must be mad. There are certain things you can defend, but saying that your country has the right to sell opium and destroy families and destroy people is,
Okay.
in my opinion, unacceptable. But no, who cares what I think about it? I'm a nobody. I'm just this guy who streams. But my point is that,
Eating cheese and catching some rays,
you know, nobody is quite innocent. They're always good,
Our heat
right?
up.
Just as
Confirmed.
United States winning, helping turn the tide of, I mean, I guess one could still argue who really turned the tide of World War II. I do feel like the Soviet Union has most definitely took the brunt.
Go more
Like-
negative waves.
Our heat.
USA have definitely played a role, but I think by the time D-Day happened, the Soviet Union was already making advances on like pushing back Germany. So maybe it's not the
Yes,
most
Commander.
accurate
Go
thing,
more
but
negative
you know,
waves.
there are also other advances and stuff that USA has done, right? There's always good and bad. No single nation is completely good or completely bad,
Go more negative
and I probably should have pulled you further back, because since my allies, I don't know where they're going, but this is not reassuring because they are not serving their purpose of being father. But yeah, so you know, trying to not go off too much of the tangent, what I'm trying to say is, so the campaign and these stuff have shown the uglier side of Directorate, and now it's up to me and whoever plays Directorate to show that, you know, what happened during that civil war,
I'm drinking
or at
wine
least
and eating
during the reign of Mr. Espinosa.
The negative wave, Moriarty. Always what the. You could
Is a black mark that we wish to leave behind us as we wish to chart out a brighter future. At least that's what I'm trying to try to do. But yeah, we'll see. Because from my understanding, some players do get really caught up with
Target locked.
you know, with what directorate portrays. Because when you really look at who they portray, right, who they kind of represent that we could tie to
Good to go.
real life, not a good portrayal.
Got it.
And I can understand that.
Critical hit.
Ready.
But just because that portrayal is not fair doesn't mean that,
Everything I've got.
or at least not positive, doesn't mean that director couldn't change.
BattleMech down.
And that's one thing I really like about the online map, because now we could, you know, like what if directorate is not led by Espinosa and
Targeting for an alpha strike.
has a second chance. Now maybe for role playing, right? Someone in the restoration, someone who's Kamiya would be like, yeah, no, it's unacceptable. You're monsters. Get lost. I mean, it's possible. I mean, we have no control over how other people roleplay, right? Huh, there are lots of people checking. Wait, 720 divided by 60 is 12 hours. So.
Look, Kelly, Tiger has only one weak point. That's his
Oh, I
back.
can't see the raptor
You
anymore
gotta hit it
because
point
that
blank, and you gotta hit it from
cobalt
behind. Still up. No, it
ran
ain't.
away.
Waiting for orders. Roger
Can we see it? No. Too well hidden.
Let's target.
I wish I could kind of like vaguely remember where it's at. Somewhere here. I don't know.
Sensing alpha strike.
Or maybe it's closer.
Awaiting orders.
Didn't know these things could jam. They happen like so rarely that I'm actually surprised. I think it's in that vicinity. It's a rough ballpark.
Waiting orders.
I honestly don't know what my allies are doing. Like is there a heater here that keeps them warm? They're just gathering in that location for no real good reason. Okay, I was wrong. Was I wrong? Maybe. Maybe it was there?
Ready for orders.
Matter. Need to shoot it.
Affirmative.
Shoot it. You're gonna crush anything. I hope not. Especially not mine. And my allies.
Mission successful.
Alright. That was okay. Just okay. Yeah, after this stream, I will have to try to advertise the wares in my directorate black market so people could fund stuff. Thumper cannon, yes. Wait, not worth that much. Huh. Thought they would be worth more, but yeah, that was not very impressive. It's only 1.7. I think long-term artillery is like 3.5 mil. So they're like less than 50%. Not very impressive. Yeah, right now. Oh yeah, I should probably show it. It's slightly more different. Oh, slightly different. Slightly more. Yeah, Word of Blake are like determined to wipe out the Torians. They're working on it. I'm worried they might take some directorate systems. Might. Don't know. 100%. Ooh, exactly 150. Perfect. So they have capture forests, and they're trying to take the systems adjacent to it, so that it makes it very difficult for Orions to retake. Because, for example, for something like Terra, if someone controls Terra and all of its adjacent systems, at least this is the case for season 1. They might be changing it for season 2. You could actually not take it back because there's so many negative modifiers working against you that it's just not possible. So yeah, not sure about that, honestly. Okay, we have that and that. 50. That's always good. Let's go to Rob Sart, because there's a story. I'll tell you while I'm gonna reboot this. So there's a bit of a piece. I'm just gonna summarize it. I'm not gonna read it. It wasn't that well written, anyways. But I got bored. I wanted to just write a small piece. I might call it propaganda. I'm just gonna have a little fun, right? Because right now there's nobody else in directorate, so I'm trying to create this narrative of this new directorate. Right? It's all about creating this something new. Okay. I'm gonna reboot now because I don't want crash 6-hour lockout. Just a pain to deal with. So let me start loading this and then I'll talk about. Okay, so my piece is based on the current war between Restoration and Liao. So when I was during my brief time with Restoration, I fought against Liao. I actually helped Restoration gain territory. Now they're getting pushed back. I don't know if there's a clear victor right now. So yeah, that's a bit of an unknown. But the main thing is this. So my piece is just saying that we have the system, that the one that just arrived on. There are refugees because there are people from the Oregon Reach fleeing from the war between Restoration and Liao, the Capillans. And I'm just saying that the director is willing to offer these people a home because they are, our brothers and sisters. You get the idea. So yeah, that's basically the summary of that. And I also mentioned about the goats. Because being a Valkyrie, I'm not gonna sever my history with the goats. Actually, speak of which, I need to let's see. We don't need to relocate all of them. It's nice to let them drive on multiple systems so their population remains healthy. I can only spell. Let's see. Directorate isn't ready for a bit of border skirmishes, maybe, or I'm no one-man army. No. You know, there are still people who, you know, kind of joke around and stuff, and it's always fun. And that's the important thing, right? If all you focus on is like, okay, we're going to play, fight this and that, and build stuff, yes, you can have fun. But for someone like me, I like adding a bit more storytelling, a bit more diplomacy, some intrigue, right? Something that's a bit more fun, in my opinion. But that's just me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fortify the system, and then I'm gonna write another story tomorrow about, you know, how with further influxes of refugees, the director has ordered the fortification to be further bolstered so that the refugees feel safe and know that the director have their back, something along those lines. Shouldn't be spoiling, but it's already done. It's too late now. It's too late. Like, I don't want war, but you know, Davian harass us a bit, and then Evis. They are the real annoyance. Let's check. Has there been any problems so far? If they want to take back Eurus, I don't remember who it belonged to, but I'm like, yeah, we did kind of so my approach is very straightforward. I will defend all the territories that belong to Directorate when I came into power. Plain and simple. Anything lost before, I don't know which ones, because part of the problem is because these were spawned through events, I actually don't know which of the systems actually belong to. So when I say spawn through events, I mean that Directorate systems, the original owners are still Davian. So as a result of that, it's as a result of that, we could still lose it, and also because of that, I can't tell which one belong to Directorate. It's a bit hard to tell. That's all. So most of the time, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother. So my goal is to just fortify everything. Maybe a few border skirmishes, just to show that Directorate is not without any military to back it up. I mean, honestly, between me and the other player, I think defending our territory, with what we're facing now, will probably be okay. But yeah, later on, then I'm like, I don't know. Okay, let's just take the high ground, or we could see them easier, and we could also have an easier time just shooting over terrain. And
Perhaps later we can make some snow angels.
Cold might help with our heat dispersal.
Filthy bears.
I got icicles going in all the wrong places.
well, all of these, yes, okay.
While our armies are advancing so fast and everyone's not girls, We are holding ourselves in
Has
respect.
tandem? I saw red coming out of the vehicle. Red, I tell ya, red. Okay, they have reinforcements. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't see a 90 initiative enemy. Actually, give me a moment. Okay, I'm glad they triggered that, because oftentimes the reason why I have to like Alt F4 more often than not is when I encounter battles where it can't finish because one of their reinforcements died before they showed up on the map, and it's just really annoying. Challenger Fafnir is usually pretty nasty, and with that it's not as nasty, thankfully. The hell is that? At least you injured it. That's something. Whoa, we must have taken out the torso. That's good. Oh, you have no evasion? Oh, that's really bad for you, my friend.
We could become heroes for 3 days.
That means I have an either chance. Wow, what the hell is that accuracy? That is sad. That is sad. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, we don't have our sensors on. That's part of the reason. I don't know where you're shooting, but okay. Whatever. Floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, the thumper one feels really good. That's better than the sniper one, honestly. I might just make both of them thumper.
Hey, Kelly, what the hell?
This feels like it works. Feel like it works pretty well. Yeah, that was kind of risky. That felt a lot closer.
Awaiting orders. Roger that.
Let's just do incendiary.
Copy that.
I have a lot of ammo types. I'm starting to think it might not be great. I just have like, actually, do I even have that many incendiaries? Maybe
Come on,
not.
get down into your hole.
Oh, they're gonna clear that, and then we're gonna be dealing with a lot of firepower.
Go, more negative waves. Have a little faith, baby. Have a little faith.
And dragon gone. The
That's a kill.
it's literally GG no rain. It's not coming back. I mean, the salvage will come back, but that's entirely different. Thanatos. Oh, ballista. Yeah, get rid of that. And what's nice about these artillery is that they could do good damage again. Like, I had no answers against ballistas or whatever before. Basically because of the fact that they're usually hiding. But now I have, you know, something like this, and
Commander?
it definitely gets the job done. Wolverine. Sure, why not? Add a little heat. Add a little instability.
Ready for order.
Can we take out the ballista? Probably not. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm glad I'm wrong in that case.
One more for the
Like, yes, I'm glad I'm wrong. There are cases where you're like, oh, thank goodness I'm wrong. And it sucks that they're not,
Crazy.
you know, crossing
So many
here.
positive waves.
Maybe they realize it's a bad idea.
For $1.6 million, we could become
I mean,
heroes
I have to wait for them
for 3
to
days.
Unfortunately, my indirect fire is... It's great against vehicles. But against mechs, it takes a while. They're more there to...
Good to go. All weapons
You know, heat up enemy and then you could finish it off.
Yes, come on.
And this is also not the best
Copy that.
map type to work with either. Let's just
Taking
play some mines. Let them have a little fun. Unless my allies just remove it. It's like, oh, okay, of course you do.
ready.
Why couldn't they have just crossed and then I'll be able to be like, boom, gone, boom, gone, boom, gone, repeat.
Firing on target.
I mean, this could get it done. It just takes a while. And I don't know where that Wolverine is going.
I'm right. Hey, look, you know, if those engines are turning over, we can sneak right up the edge of town. Nobody will hear us, right?
Like, if I can shut these guys off and then just focus on, say, a torso or whatever.
BattleMech power-up detected.
Yeah, that was very short. I know.
Yeah. Continue.
Yes, command.
Yeah, let's just put more mines. Maybe I should be targeting the Atlas a bit more. Can't move that much.
I will keep by.
Wait, you could actually hit it?
All weapon systems.
Oh shoot, that was the wrong target. Yeah, let's get rid of that Wolverine.
Go more negative waves.
Let's get rid of mines. Did it even hit? I didn't even think it hit. I need to get rid of that Wolverine. It's
Drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some
gonna be a
waves, you know.
bit of a problem.
We'll go. Continue.
Which one? Okay, you're the one, yeah, that I sent down.
I am the wind.
What can I do for you?
Can we still shut it off? I mean, I've chipped away a lot of armor off that thing, so it is working. Let's turn back on. Oh no, that's the Atlas. Did I hit the head?
Yes, command.
I might have hurt it too much. Must have lost initiative. Either that
BattleMech
or it has a really low roll.
Orders.
For $1.6 million,
So can't hit them.
we could become heroes for 3 days.
I'm all getting there.
If we're late, it's because we're dead.
Waiting for orders.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, just focus on one at a time. Actually, sometimes they just panic because they're like, oh god, this is not what I have in mind. Let's do Artemis. Let's see if I could take out the torso.
Target.
Yes, perfect. I mean, this battle is still
Destroyed.
dragging on a lot longer than I would have preferred, but you know, what can you do? Oh, come on. Did you just miss horribly? Yes.
Commander.
That was like a really bad miss too.
Firing full salvo.
And now that Wolverine is probably gonna headshot it. Gonna cap it. I know it. With my luck. For anyone else, they'll be like, yeah, we're fine.
Self. Yes, commander. Down.
And my allies are kind of useless.
Guy's gotta be a full fanatic freak, otherwise he would have split out of this town 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, the hard gel isn't gonna save it. but not getting hit definitely will.
I'm telephoning you from a cafe about 10 miles south of Missouri, and I wondered.
Can you hit it this time? Wow, that's sad, honestly. It's like, you have one job, just hit it.
Aye, aye.
I don't think I'm asking too much. It has some missiles, so maybe I could
Roger that.
pop it, explode it. Maybe.
Good to go.
Or not.
Firing everything up.
Oh, it's getting knocked down. Okay. Really? And I wasn't having any luck with the Thanatos?
See, all the tanks we come up against are bigger and better
That
than
is so weird.
So that all we
You're
can
probably not
hope to
gonna
do
get
is,
a
like,
turn.
scare
You're not gonna get a
Roger.
turn.
Sending heat and stabilizing. Affirmative.
Maybe we'll make this guy panic. I don't know. Maybe. Why not?
Waiting for orders.
Alright, can we finish off?
Firing all weapons.
Let's see. Yeah, plenty. Okay. Oh, come on.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, this is like... This Wolverine just refuses to die.
Schmuck.
Maybe a reserve?
Standing by.
Okay, let's get rid of that. Too lazy to change ammo. Okay, good. Finally. Yeah, this battle is dragging on too long. Way too long. It's also funny when you repeatedly like shut down a mech. Oh, see, this guy repeatedly shoot a mech to like heat it up. I mean, eventually they would have enough. Takes a while. Actually, that doesn't even make sense. Let me do this and that. Actually, I should probably change that. I'm talking about my Discord message. Alright. You show me how. I'm still learning this. So I was saying that I'm no one-man army, and someone from Restoration, their leader, can't take a break. So it's like, now with that attitude, I'm like, all right, you show me how. I'm still learning. It's these small jabs that are fun to look at. Right, it's not hostile. It's just let's have a bit of fun. 175. If they want to crack the 175, I'll be impressed. But all I'll say is they will be wasting their time. System was it that? Is be oh yeah, New Valis. It was Davian. It's also adjacent to Taurus. Does it depend? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to here. Get a mission done, and I'll come back. And then just change things up a bit. I mean, it might still be like also polar. So it's like, yeah, kind of moot point there. Let's. Oh, New Vallis was originally Torian. Okay, never mind. Okay. I thought it was Deviant, but I'm like, wait a minute. They shouldn't have any systems adjacent to Taurus. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. It's like, ah, okay. Battery Sun. Do I feel... Yeah, let's do that. The hell is this? Oh, no, Gallus. Someday. It's a bit lower on my priority right now. Yeah, I'm fighting a lot of Davians. A lot. Also, Davian has been largely silent. Like, I try to engage diplomacy. Maybe they just don't care. Right? They're like, oh, look, Directorate, who cares? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, just in summary of what I blabbered on for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I've lost track. Essentially, I hope that being the director of Directorate, I and anyone who joins Directorate can shape it into a faction that is very different from what's being portrayed in Battletech Vanilla campaign. Be very different, and people won't judge it as easily. Though I could see how for newcomers, right, they'd be like, oh, this must be evil faction. It's filled with these monsters and whatever, and I'm like, give it a chance, right? I know first impression matters, especially when you're hunting for a job. But yeah, I hope to change how Directorate is going to be viewed by every enforcement. Oh yes, no. I should really look at the debriefing.
Try not to fall down. Don't want sand and dust clogging your jaw.
Too late. We're in the desert. Especially when they miss, right? They blow up dust and those are gonna get into joints. So yeah, good luck. Stalker? Whoa, okay, that was hitting a lot more. What I would have preferred. Mad Cat. Yeah, Mad Cat is pretty dangerous. They pack. Oh shoot, I thought they all went. Wait, a ghost? What's ghosts? Lower initiative. They're usually pretty high up. Must be like a really bad roll. Of course, facing the wrong way, so. Upper recoil plus.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, time for a little payback. By little, I mean,
Affirmative.
hopefully it will be pretty big. It didn't get knocked over? Are you kidding me? Ack! Ack!
Ouch. Giving them every...
Both hit. Wow.
Aye, aye. On the move.
Let's just give it some Thunder A. Let it run through it. Let it have a little fun.
Out.
Little fun. Of course, we have a Zeus.
I'm right. Hey, look, if those engines are turning over, we can sneak right up the edge of town. Nobody will hear us, right?
Griffin. I hit it. Why is that one struggling to hit?
More negative waves. Have a little
I guess some of them are
faith,
just
baby.
more reliant
Have
on.
a little faith.
See, that's the initiative I expect. Oh, did they reserve? That's possible. The AI sometimes reserve. I don't know why they do it. Sometimes it's a smart move, and sometimes it's like a really dumb move. But they do it from time to time. Fucky.
Tiger has only one weak point.
I still find it funny.
Ass.
The
You gotta hit it point blank, and you gotta hit it from
oh come on! Of course I shot the other one.
Probably use some armor.
Other torso, that is.
I heard. Well, everybody seems very friendly. Look, baby, I'm kind of hung up. I need about 60 feet of brick.
Roger that.
Rid of that ghost.
Wait.
Oh, that thing has no weapons left. It's like, yeah, it's not a problem. If I take out both torsos, yeah, it's pretty helpless.
See how you like this.
Actually, let me get some water.
Farewell, sweet. Onward.
Alright. After the Zeus, actually, let's see if I can sensor lock it. But yeah, right now that Mad Cat is as, yeah, not very dangerous. Has to cover a lot of distance to reach us, so that's probably not happening.
Alpha strike.
Waiting for order. Firing on target.
Yeah, no, it could run towards us.
We got a loudspeaker here, and when we go into battle, we play music.
Alright, I'll end your misery.
Crazy.
That can't be fun.
Still up.
You're like, I have no weapons.
Alright.
The enemies are too far for me to reach them, so.
Bye. Taking the shot. That hit something.
Ender?
Oh wait. Okay, no, it's still too soon. And this might finish it off. Oh, director. Actually, in. All right. Let's see. I do need to check something. Do we? Wait, does that mean Davian actually have some bordering Taurus? Now I'm really confused. Whoops. That is not Taurus. Okay, so for Taurus, there are two directorate systems. One is Davian. Yeah, both are Davian. Okay. Yeah. So remember how earlier I was talking about how World of Blake is trying to like control the system adjacent to Taurus? Two of those systems belong to Directorate. And yeah, that is. And that is not going to be pleasant. I mean, you have seen what World of Blake has done to Taurians, and Taurians were like resisting fiercely. So Victorians have how many? In the last 12 hours. Last 12 hours. Victorian had 4. And I know one of them is like a heavy hitter. So they have at least one heavy hitter. It's not as many as Torians. Torian, I think, have like at least 3. So that really shifts the odd in World Blake. And I'm like, yeah, no. And with the suggestion that, if Directorate and Restoration attack loud, they could split loot. I'm like, or not. I mean, the villains have been one of the better neighbors. They don't have any rogues that have, at least not yet. Like Davian has been a problem from time to time. They're not too bad. They just have some players who are very determined to hold on to some territory. Ivis, IVS, or Evis. Battletech. They have a pronunciation. Yeah, no, I actually don't know how you pronounce it. Ivis, Evis, Ivis. The point is, they're actually more of a problem right now, and I mean more of a problem. Like they've already tried attacking Director system, so
Mission successful.
I could see a mini war or border skirmishes. It's not gonna be full. They have 50 something systems. Like, even if by miracle, right? By miracle, all of their players couldn't get on for the next week, and I swallowed them up. That's over 100 systems for me and a rogue to deal with. That's too much. I have a real life, so like, nope, that's not happening. Nope, 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 no, and no. Definitely not, and no. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I've already spoken with the leader of Dow, and we're not gonna have any hostilities. And I have to think about next season as well, right? Like next seasons, because part of the thing is based on previous season and this season, restoration and magistracy of Canopus. I'm gonna butcher a lot of names, so don't expect me to be able to be like, yes, this is how you pronounce it. It's like, no, that doesn't happen very often. Me and pronouncing names just go hand in hand, if at all. Was it enough? Yes. Okay, good. Just enough. 175. Yeah, just steadily fortifying everything. I mean, depending on how long the season is, I might be able to finish fortifying everything. Berlin, wait. This is Yeah, this is one of the systems that World of Blake might actually consider, because it borders it. The other one is that one. Probably gonna do one more mission and then I need to get ready for bed. I know I am playing less, but yeah, I have a real life outside of Roguetech. Am I succeeding? Maybe. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Come on. Come on, game. You can do it. Load it. Work as intended. Does Torian have Gus? Oh wait, why am I even clicking that? Yeah, so weird seeing Valkyrie missions. Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, that might be enough to get it to 200%. Might, maybe, hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the Bandit is definitely a hit or miss in terms of either doesn't get hit and lives, or it gets hit and it might just die, and then like, well, that's it. Farewell, little. Actually, that Bandit has been through a lot. Oh shoot! Wait, I still have that Cascatelle that needs to sell. Damn it! Maybe I'll remember one of these days. One of these days. Give me time. And I'll be like, yes, that's how it's gonna. Rasa Hog is. I'm from Rasa Hog is really determined on taking systems from Coretta. Whoa, what? Are they at war? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, is there a war between Rasa Hog and. There's 5 companies on that system. Huh. But yeah, as I was saying, Restoration, from what I've seen, tend to have a good relations with Canopus, which means that it would be wise if I don't anger potential allies for the next season, because it might be unfavorable. We find ourselves isolated. Wait, this map? Oh, I never remember this map. Like, what is this map? I would prefer so-called bird's eye view.
You think we'll see bears?
Cold might help with our heat dispersal.
Oh, they have a lamb. Great. That's gonna waste like 5 minutes of my life. Wait, did this give us? I might have reserved. No, wait. I mean, this is the 22 initiative. Or is it also 22 initiative? I didn't quite observe it carefully enough. I was just complaining about it being lamb. Wasting 5 minutes of my life waiting for it to decide on what it does. I think the max time it takes is 46 seconds. Like that's the most amount of time any AI unit will take to process its turn. I'm not entirely sure. Like there's definitely a Yeah, this is very interesting. Things are escalating between FRR and Florida. Maybe we'll see some conflict. Maybe about time.
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operations. Forwards,
I'm gonna
all
shoot it down. Because the lamb is taking too long. Go there.
On the move. Full speed.
Getting it is the difficult.
Aye, aye. We'll go.
Okay, that was stupid. Wait, do I not have a? I guess I don't have a single C3. So it's like, yeah, I can't see that far. Or at least I don't have other members relaying intel. Oh, it's gonna live.
Daniel. Yes, command.
Gonna waste even more time.
Got it.
Oh, are you kidding me? That wasn't enough.
Going as fast as I can.
Oh, let's wait for the lamb to pass his turn. I'll be here for a while. Grab some coffee. I don't know. Do whatever you need to stay awake.
Live to serve.
Oh, it hasn't had its turn yet. Really? I'm just having really bad luck, huh?
Wait.
Archer. Archer. Yeah, I definitely want to get rid of it. Sooner the better. Oh, that's the archer. Wait, so that was the lamb?
What can I do for you?
I'm just confused. Now I'm legitimately confused. The odds are definitely better with that archer. But what's our fourth one then? Wait, the Shadowhawk is 20 initiative? That must... I mean, there should still be a fourth one. I just don't know what that fourth enemy is. Okay. I'll be back in 5 minutes. No, just kidding. It feels like it's 5 minutes. They are nasty little critters. They're not impossible to deal with. They're just nasty in their own way. And the other archer does not have any weapons. Okay, assassin, archer.
Firing all weapons.
Where the heck did the... Oh, it's there. I was like, where did the... I was so confused. I was like, where the heck did that lamb go?
Locking in all weapon systems.
Wow, those were pretty bad misses. You missed. What the heck are you packing? Okay.
Crazy.
I haven't actually
so many
used
positive
any,
waves, maybe we can't lose. You're on.
but it
Always put the negative wave
looks
on
pretty.
priority.
I mean, looks cool,
Still up.
and I'm sure it's like a critting machine kind of.
You say so.
Have to deal with that lamb. It's in a kind of a nasty spot right now. Not the easiest location to. Okay, for a moment I thought they actually took out the archer. I'm like, I'm impressed.
Go. Crazy.
It's okay, I'll give them a hand. And with that archer knocked down, it's as good as gone.
Why don't you dig?
It's
How
gone.
beautiful it is out
Goner.
here.
At least I think it will be. I mean, if they actually fire all of those AP stuff, it's gonna be the rotary AP, large bore Gauss rifles. Oh, what a mouthful! It's like da. Oh my god, is it trying to be as annoying as possible? Because I think it's gonna succeed.
Knowledge. Confirmed. Salvage that.
Yeah, I don't have an easy solution to it being back there.
Reading orders.
Only thing that could reliably hit is the
Affirmative.
salamander, and unless I overwhelm it purely through I can't even do flak because I need a
Yes, come on.
direct line of sight.
Standing by.
And now I have to
Confirmed.
turn around, wait to see what it decides to do
Okay.
as it becomes a pain in the side. It's gonna core something, isn't it? It's gonna get behind something, core it, and I'll be like, damn you. Damn you. Curse you. You know, lambs could be that annoying. If it cores anything, I'll be like, well played, but that's dope. Okay. I was like, it's probably gonna take a to rear. Oh, you have shown yourself. That's a poor decision.
That's my other dog.
Waiting for orders. On my way.
Oh my god, are those really the odds of flak? Those are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
I'm walking here. Confirmed.
Good work, Commander.
Alright, got rid of the lamb that was just being a pain in the behind,
On the move.
but that's over with. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna threaten
To position.
my entire lands.
Waiting for order.
Man, I feel like these lambs.
Roger.
Actually, I haven't heard anyone saying lambs are too broken.
Modeling up.
I haven't heard anyone say they're too weak either, so I just don't know what the consensus is.
Affirmative.
Go more negative waves.
Rolling.
I'm
Onward.
gonna position myself a bit better.
Don't need to tell me
That's all.
twice.
Copy that.
So that ideally I don't give the enemy reinforcements any easy targets. But the key thing is, can I navigate this properly? I don't like the other side because it's too close to where one group of enemy is gonna drop. So I'm also glad there weren't any turrets. Otherwise, that would have been really annoying to deal with. I mean, we would have still taken it out. It's just more guaranteed. Oh, was that enough to occupy? Huh.
Go more negative waves.
I'll just send you as far back as possible. But the odds of you getting hit is so low, it's like it might as well not exist.
Go more negative waves.
Remember, they won't even sense you. That'd be ideal kills, right? You can't hit something that you can't.
Got hostile contacts inbound.
Can I see them? Yes. Black Knight. I don't know why it's slightly easier to hit.
Crazy.
Slightly. Not that I'm gonna hit.
Faith, baby. Have a little faith.
I'm watching my back. Yeah, someone just says, watch your back. And I'm like, I get why he's saying it. But at the same time, I'm like, no, when you really look at the situation, Leo doesn't want to be isolated. So I feel like Leo probably sees the benefit of, you know, having a neighbor that isn't 100% hostile. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, why did it not show I can? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, it was on flak mode, so it doesn't even show that. Wait, no, shouldn't be able to hit? I don't know, it's a little weird. Yes, attack them.
Ready.
Just leave me a smaller repair bill and I'll be very happy.
That's a kill. What's up, boss?
Are you facing the wrong way? All right, because I thought they were gonna be further that way. Right.
All weapons are go.
Back shut down.
Yes, command.
That. How's your break going? It's always nice when some people are able to take a bit of a break. I mean, right now it's a bit of a break because I'm also doing other stuff, so I'm definitely playing less. That's always good. Yeah, no, you don't attract any attention. Actually, I think if it doesn't attack, it might not even draw any attention. Might.
Go more negative
Maybe.
waves.
I just don't know.
Go on,
Oh my
get
god,
down
am I
to
gonna
your
hit a
home.
friendly? No, that was a tree.
Good check, man. No, they both
That was
hit.
a tree.
Mission successful.
Let's see. So, yeah, no, a break for 1.5 sounds great. Don't have the luxury. I mean, I just keep throwing myself into the fire. It's like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. You know, it's one of those. I'll jump first and then be like, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. It's like, oh, right. Rip. I didn't think that through. That kind of thing. Why not? It will cause so many headaches. Yeah, if you have like a heavy hitter that goes merc, oh man, it's gonna be so much headache. All right, let's sell everything else. Yeah, no, it's I feel like I'm kind of productive. I mean, yep, a lot about. Or at least I kind of shared what I. I kind of shared what I have in mind for Directorate. I think that'd be fun, right? Kind of like playing a role in the redeeming arc so that the Directorate will be seen in a better light. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Well, let's get to 200. Maybe not. Actually, wait, no, there's only 16. Okay, maybe. There's a good chance. I'm only saying maybe is because I am getting to levels like once you reach certain amount, like fortifying requires a lot more work. It's also the case when you're attacking. I was like, am I gonna get to 200? Maybe barely. It's like 229. It's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. I mean, I'm trying to, be as chill as possible. So I'll let other players. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much. So I get up, it'll be like, okay, got it. Gotta do that. Yeah, this is a pain. There's one thing I cannot tackle. But hopefully it will never come to that. Anyways, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. As I said, it's the rest of the streams, unless something really happens, which can happen. I mean, I went from one stream fighting as the restoration to the next one I'm the director of directors. Who knows what tomorrow will bring. But assuming nothing crazy happens, I'll be continuing fortifying stuff and discussing about things that has happened. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a good one.